Hey everyone, welcome to our Brooklyn Bytes.
Hey.
And this is Leon, I'm Stephanie. And as promised, we're showing off all our pickups and goodies that we picked up at Classic Gaming Expo in 2014.
Yeah, it's a little late, but whatever.
Well, better late than never, I guess.
Right.
So I don't have an impressive lot to show, but I'll go through mine real fast. And then you have a couple of better things than I did.
Better's relative.
Well, we'll see. So just a quick couple of things I picked up. They had a contest. I talked about it on the podcast.
It was a raffle.
It was a raffle. True.
Yeah.
It was a raffle.
You buy raffle tickets.
So yeah, you see, we bought a stack of raffle tickets.
This is from the Retro Magazine
right.
booth.
So
Yeah.
I think it was SoCal Mike, right?
Yeah, he was there, and then he had some people helping him out too.
Yeah. So at the end of the raffle, they picked winners, and then your winners got to choose from a table full of goodies. And it was completely random, sort of, so it was first come, first serve. If you were lucky enough to be the first picked, then you got to pick some of the better prizes than the people who waited or who got picked towards the end.
Yeah, yeah. So you want to get picked first?
So we were not picked first. We kind of were, actually. The thing was, they started the auction, the raffle a little bit earlier than what they originally gave us a time for.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time we walked over, they already called my number, oddly enough. And I'm like, I see my ticket down like on the table. I'm like, wait, that was my number you called. And they started early, so I kind of missed out on like the first or second picks, which kind of stinks because they had a Pac-Man tabletop that I wanted, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it's all in good fun. So I did get some cool things I thought were pretty cool. One thing I picked up, because actually our raffle tickets were picked a few times.
Right.
So I ended up winning multiple items, which was pretty common with everyone there. So first thing is Tron trading cards, a stack of Tron trading cards. And I actually never saw these before, so I was thought it was kind of cool. That one's upside down. But yeah, so these were from 1982. Okay. And they're from, these from Topps. There's nothing printed on them.
I didn't see a credit on there. It's got to be somewhere.
It says Walt Disney, 1981, it says. But that could just be the copyright for the movie. But it's pretty cool. It's just scenes from the movie, various clips, I guess, or video stills, and some stickers, too, that come with it.
From the arcade game.
From the arcade. So I'm a big Tron fan, and I was pretty excited that I was able to pick these up. Some other things I picked up as part of that raffle was an Atari 2600 ice hockey. Yeah. Which not something I really needed. I think I used to have the card. I mean, I got rid of all my Atari 2600 games recently, but I like the artwork on the Activision boxes. So just for the box alone, it was cool because I like the artwork on it.
Yeah, even if the box is a little beat up, doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter to me.
Just look at the.
I'll show it some love.
Yeah, of course.
So that was pretty cool. Something else I got from that raffle was this game called Invaders of the Mummy's Tomb. And it's from Bandai Electronics. It's an LCD mini game. I'll try to open it up and show you. And this is solar powered, actually. It's a solar powered game from, I believe it's 1981 also. But I'll have to double check on that because there's no date on it. But it still works. And it's a simple left and right mechanic. And I was pretty happy. I don't really have anything like this. So this is cool.
Yeah.
I have actually an extensive Game & Watch collection of tabletop games and stuff. But I didn't have anything solar powered before. So this is fun.
It's always fun to see new ones that you haven't seen. Because you figure you've been collecting tabletops and handheld games and LCD games and all those types of,
since the 80s.
Since forever, and yet
I don't know. I don't know how
I
I passed up or just never saw this. I don't know, but I think there's a couple of different versions of these type of games from Bandai. Another thing from that same raffle was a game and clock and calculator sort of Game & Watch. It's called Shuttle Voyager, and this is, I'll show the back. I'll open it up. So Shuttle Voyager is a more typical to the Game & Watch Nintendo style. And let me take it out of the package. I actually haven't opened this yet, so this is, I'm hoping there's actually something in there because I have no idea.
You didn't say this was going to be an unboxing video.
It is. It says unboxing.
All right.
So we're both experiencing this together. All right, cool. So it is intact and no scratches. It has a battery cover, so that's cool. No batteries in it, so that's good. So no leakage to worry about. And the screen's good. Quartz alarm, shuttle voyage. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's got little buttons here for like calculations. And forward, up and down, pretty basic. I'm sure this is like a no frills sort of game. I'm not even sure if there's a company name on it. Looks like
maybe in the manual.
It looks like a Tandy Radio Shack kind of thing, but yeah, it has the manual too, which is kind of nice. You don't see that too often.
No contact information.
There's absolutely no contact information on this. Instructions on how to play though, which is kind of funny.
If you buy this, we don't want you finding out who made it.
Yeah. There's different languages on it, so I don't know. It's cool.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Styrofoam back in the good old days when we packed everything in styrofoam. Alright, so that was the raffle. Now, this you could probably help me explain where I got this from.
Oh, yeah.
So these are like currency or kind of play money.
Yeah.
But it has video game themed characters on it. So this one is a Super Mario $1 million bill. And a $1 million bill of Wreck-It Ralph.
With Q*bert on it.
With Q*bert on the back.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it because of the light, but what else?
Yeah, these were...
This bill serves to be the class... Oh, wait. So it says, this bill serves to celebrate the classic Super Mario video game series.
I think we picked this up on the last day, on Sunday, as people were clearing out. We got this at the Good Deal Games table.
Oh, Good Deal Games. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he had a stack of different...
Michael Thompson was nice enough to give us some free samples.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool. I ended up buying some other stuff.
You bought quite a bit from his table, but I didn't. So that's okay.
But that was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but whatever. Something else. I think this came free with the admission to Classic Gaming Expo. It is a... I don't know if you can see it. It's a little coin, a collector's coin, and it says also. digthatbox.com. Can you dig it? So it's just a little coin. Mine has a Space Invader on one side, and the other side is a Galaga ship.
Yeah, I think I got the same one.
Same thing, Galaga ship.
I thought I was getting a different one, but I guess it's the same on both sides.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe they're all the same. But, I don't know, a little collectible thing.
Yeah, that's cool. And it, it comes with like a little sticker that says CGE Las Vegas 2014.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. Very nice. Both, so neither of these are legal currency, unfortunately. I wish this was $2 million.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be good at any of the craps tables there either.
Yeah, right. Can you imagine? This was, so this guy was giving out, I forget his name now, which is not good. But he does it's not Rick, is it?
This was just in the console free play area. We also, I think, these were set up near the 2600s that were
Do you know
available.
Who does the podcast, though?
Yeah, actually, it's Ferg. Goes by the name of Ferg.
Okay. So he couldn't make it to the CGE show. But he dropped off... Oh, okay, I couldn't read it. Yeah.
So
all right, I'll show them.
So there's a reference there to what that is.
So basically, it's just a CD of his podcast.
So these are samplers. Sampler CD of the 2600 Game by Game podcast that Rob Ferguson does. And you got one style, and I got a different style.
Yeah, so he had made a bunch of these in different styles. Willie, who ran the Classic Gaming booth area where the gaming consoles were, he had a stack of these there to give out to people, and surprisingly a lot of people I guess didn't take them because there were quite a bit left over on the last day, so we both were able to actually go through and pick the one we wanted.
Yeah, I do listen to this podcast, and I'm kind of a fan of it already, so I didn't want to grab any that other people might pick up to kind of discover it. So this was, I think I got mine on the last day before they closed.
I did too, yeah.
And
you had to pick yours out of a box because they were already packed up. Like
they were already breaking down. So I went by it and just tried to get one before we split.
Yeah, so it's called the 2600 Game by Game podcast, and his name is Ferg. So on the back, he made it look sort of like adventure.
Yeah, the Easter egg screen.
Right, Easter egg.
But he changed his name. He changed his name. Yeah,
so you gotta look creative with these things.
And mine's got I guess fishing derby on it.
Oh yeah. Right.
And on the other side is a label with a 2600 game, like a faux label, like not a real one. And also, even the CD itself is decorated. On those. So I've got some random images there. Some pixel art.
Camera, I guess. And Mousetrap, I think that is Mousetrap.
Is that what that's from?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks about right.
Mousetrap. So which he covered just recently. I think he talked about that game. So it's cool. I mean, I don't personally use CDs anymore. I'm kind of like, I don't even think I have a CD player, but I just like these little handmade items because they're one of a kind.
Yeah.
And, you know,
this is a nice souvenir.
Just shows you how he takes his stuff seriously and puts some work into it. So it's actually a pretty good podcast if you do like Atari 2600 or you are kind of new at it and want to learn about it a little bit, some of the games. You should check his podcast out and devote, an hour or so to listen to it every week. That was cool. And last, and this was kind of my gem, and this was kind of the only thing I bought, really.
Yeah.
I mean, the raffles I paid for, but that really, I don't count that. This is the Vectrex multi-cart from, I believe this is version 2 of Sean Kelly's Vectrex multi-cart.
The famed Sean Kelly multi-cart.
Yeah. Yeah, it is his copyright 2000. So this was cool. These were out of print, but occasionally he does produce a few more to sell at these conventions. I've been wanting this for at least 2 years now. I was pretty happy to see that on the table. At first, I almost passed it up, and then I went back later that day, and there was already like 2 missing. I was like, I better buy this thing because it's going to be gone. And I'm glad I did because it was sold out by I think Sunday. It was gone.
Why wait?
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I waited 2 years. But no, it was good. So I'm pretty happy with this. As soon as I open up my own personal game room, I'm going to have this playing on my Vectrex. And I'm pretty excited about that one.
It's cool.
Unfortunately, that's all I have. There is one last thing, which is kind of like a pre-CGE item that I picked up for the show, and that is I picked up a Sega Dreamcast messenger bag, and this is pretty decent quality. It's not like the best, but I think it was like around $30 to $50. It's from a website called insertcoin.com. I think they're located in Europe somewhere. So they had a little offer going on, like buy one, get one 50% off or something like that. So I picked up the Dreamcast bag, and I also picked up one of my favorite, Sega Genesis, 16-bit. So
is that
this is based off Mega Drive.
This is the Mega Drive design,
yeah. They unfortunately they only had a Mega Drive design, but to me that's pretty good enough. It's pretty cool. And it's another messenger bag, but a little large. But this is what I used around the convention floor. It fit a lot of stuff in it. Pretty nice. So if you are interested in these, or if you saw me wearing, like, having it over my shoulder, and he had one too. I bought it because it was buy one get one, so we bought each other some. Just go to insertcoin.com. They probably still have them. You can order from them. And that's it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not bad. You didn't spend much.
I didn't spend much.
That's the good part.
Yeah, I mean, we already covered it on the podcast, but go ahead. You can show off your goods.
All right. Well, I guess I'll start off with also at the same table that you bought your Vectrex card at was one of these here, Vectrex Homebrews.
I think it was a digital press vendor, right?
Yeah. It was either the official DP table or the official CGE merchandise table.
Okay, yeah, because they were selling the CGE shirts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is Cube Quest. This is a Vectrex homebrew, sort of a homebrew. I'm trying to get the full story on this one, but I guess this was originally released at CGE 2002.
Okay.
There were only 200 produced.
What now? Was this a reprint, or was this like a used copy he had?
I'm gonna say this is probably part of the original run. I think this is just leftover stock that they had.
Yeah, sometimes they dig out these items that you haven't seen in like 5 years and
now,
get lucky.
There's no overlay. It's pretty much
supposed to have an overlay.
Well, you see some kind of a color overlay here pictured. I don't know if they ever made one officially for this version.
We have to check with.
This one just came with the instruction manual and the actual card.
Okay.
So, still pretty nice to have. This was originally an arcade game.
Pretty cool.
I don't know if it ever actually came out. It was apparently some kind of Laserdisc game, and then the graphics that are represented here were going to be overlaid over the digital video that ran in the background, or just the Laserdisc video.
So they put some work into this. They made like a real manual, and it does say Classic Gaming Expo on the back. So was this originally intended, I wonder, for like an older CGE?
This was for CGE 2002.
Oh, it was? Okay, you did say that actually. Oh, so they, alright. So did they do that a lot? Like, I'm not big into the homebrew scene. So they make like certain release carts just for like certain conventions? Like...
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
That's definitely a thing.
I was under the impression that they just make these homebrews and then they release it, and then, you know, they take like a batch of them to sell at...
They might.
Okay.
There's different approaches, yeah.
Okay.
But in this case, I think it was released for the show, and then whatever was left over might have been sold through other channels. But I think you know, some of them they disappear at the shows, so there's usually sometimes not an opportunity to buy them anywhere else.
True. Yeah. That's it.
That's that particular item.
Oh, there's more.
At the same table, they also had copies of
that looks
CGE.
like a VHS tape.
It does, right? Because it's a nice hard plastic case. But it turns out it's an Atari 2600 game, and this is CGE Adventures. This was something that the RGR guys wanted to do for Classic Gaming Expo. This actually came out 2 years ago, I think. But it comes with a couple of
what is that?
Interesting items in the box. It's like a little.
Oh, so that's like an official.
This is like a little.
I've been to CGE and.
I guess so. It says VIP on it, so I guess that's fitting. And this is the manual that comes with it, and then we've got a nicely produced 2600 cart, full color label.
That's an interesting case.
Yeah.
What is that usually? Is that discs that usually go in there? What is that for?
I think this might have come with a CD originally.
Really?
Yeah, because this whole game is based around their experiences at a prior CGE, where someone who goes by the tag the CD Thief, who was dubbed the CD Thief. So in other words, these guys had a table at CGE, and apparently somebody swiped some CDs off the table. So for this game, you're trying to find or catch the CD thief. It's
based on a true story.
It is based on a true real life CGE adventure.
Who knew that?
And that got turned into a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the Atari 2600, no less.
For the Atari 2600, why not?
Okay.
So yeah, this was something that I meant to get, and
so these
had the chance to get it again.
So this was available at the 2012.
Right.
CG, right? And are they still producing this, or was this like a limited run also? We don't never know with these things.
I don't know.
Okay. It's not numbered though.
This one does not appear to have any kind of numbering on it. Nope.
Alright, cool. So you could probably still pick that up if you really want one.
Yeah, I think it's on their site. I don't know, if it's for sale.
I played the demo. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand what I was doing, but I'm sure if I spent a little time to figure it out, I would I'll pick it up.
Yeah, I want to try it out eventually. When I find a spot to plug my 2600 in. The next item I got was from Songbird Productions. They make a lot of Jaguar and Lynx
they have some cool stuff
games.
There. Yeah.
Homebrews, unfinished prototypes that get cleaned up and made into real games and so on. But this particular item is Protector Resurgence. This is a CD. This is a CD expansion for the Jaguar CD.
Yeah.
That adds levels and new content for the Protector SE cartridge. And this is.
So you need a Jaguar CD to play this.
So you need a Jaguar console.
Yeah.
You need the Jaguar CD, and then you need the Protector SE game already on the system.
That's a cartridge game.
That's a cartridge game.
Wow. So
this is a CD
that's a real targeted audience.
Yeah, yeah, and people wanted it.
I know they were actually. I think they were sold out right by the last day. Or
yeah, so this is an expansion CD for your Protector SE cartridge.
Crazy,
right? So this is required. 24 new waves, 12 standard waves, and 12 expert waves. New graphics and animations and new music and things like that. So this is actually labeled as a CGE 2014 limited edition.
Okay.
This apparently has just some minor cosmetic things just to indicate that it was the special version that was sold at CGE, but I think this is also the normal version is available through Songbird.
Cool.
So definitely check their site out.
Yeah, I'd like to try that one day.
Yeah, and actually, I had bought Protector SE a few CGEs ago. I think probably in 2010. But for some reason, I bought it without the box, and the guy who runs the site was nice enough to bring a box for the cartridge because I had let him know beforehand.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
Good to see.
So I definitely want to. Yeah, go ahead.
No, that's just nice. These people like. These homebrew guys, they work hard on these games. They take it pretty seriously, and they're it's not just out there to make $1. They really want to contribute to the scene. And
yeah, it's definitely for fans and people that appreciate it. So they go the extra mile. They had a lot of stuff on their site and at their table. I wish I had a bigger budget to really clean up on some of that.
No object.
Yeah,
actually, it is an object.
Or it's not an object when you no longer have any and you give it all away when you buy things that you don't really.
All right, so that's
well, it. Yeah. I mean, that's what I had picked up from that place. I got yet another cartridge.
Yeah.
So this is called Astro Dodge. This is a game. This is actually an original game, I believe. That was produced for the Sega SG-1000 machine.
What is that?
So I still have it in the wrapper. I didn't take the wrapper.
Is that so that's the pre-Sega Master System console?
Yeah. So this is kind of the system is the precursor to the Master System.
Was not released in America?
No,
right?
Japan only.
Japan only. Okay.
Maybe Australia.
So if you plug that cartridge in a U.S. Sega Master System, it would not work.
I don't think so. Okay. These carts are physically different.
Okay.
Yeah, they look different. We've talked about it on our video series. We've shown off the SG-1000.
In the past, yeah. Yeah, I forget which episode, but we did.
But this is the box for the game. It's some kind of like falling rock and dodge the rocks with your ship type game. If that is a game of
like Astro Smash or
kind of. You're kind of trying to like dodge projectiles, basically. There were only 50 made of these. This is from I hesitate to say a company, but basically a home brewer in Europe called Revival Studios. This is about 2 years old. Originally came out in 2012. They also made versions for the MSX and the ColecoVision, since these are similar machines, similar architectures. But I'd never seen. I think this is the only homebrew for the SG-1000. So I felt compelled to buy this.
That's pretty cool. I think it's kind of interesting that you even own an SG-1000. But why not?
Yeah, that's what I said. Why not?
Neat. Well, do they let you play these games before you buy them, or you just have to kind of take a chance and? Because these games are not cheap.
Typically not.
$55 for a game like that.
Yeah, I mean, typically you gotta try to do some research, I guess.
I guess you're not really buying the game for the gameplay, really, sort of.
Well, it depends. There's all aspects to it, right?
You're paying for the collectability and the work and time and effort that goes into it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I like just having a new game for the system, so why not? Another item I picked up was a GBA. This is the AGS 101 model. It's a little beat up, but it still works.
So the story with this, the reason why you bought this, is besides the obvious reason, which you'll talk about, but this is like the 4th attempt maybe that you've tried to buy this thing and you lost out on it because either you said, "Oh, I'll come back and get it," or I'll haggle with the guy. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I've just been trying to get one of these.
Between like all the conventions we've gone to over the last 2 or 3 years, this was always something like, all right, if I see this, I'm going to buy it, and then for whatever reason, we either pass it up or you know, like we were just saying.
Right.
So finally
found one for a decent price. It was $35.
That's good.
It comes with the power adapter.
It's not in a horrible shape. It just needs a little cleaning up.
It's not bad. I mean, it's got a little scuffing and scraping here. I mean, mostly I was actually looking for a donor unit because I want to take the guts of one of these models, which has the nicer, brighter screen. So
that's the special thing about this model,
right? This is a backlit screen.
Because I have a GBA. I mean, this is the GBA SP, right?
Right.
And my screen on my version is not as good as this one.
Yeah, this is and then it gets even brighter.
Oh, okay.
This is basically the same type of screen that you would get on a DS Lite, but sized for the GBA SP. So this is backlit. Most GBAs were front lit. That's the difference.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I have the NES edition SP. So I kind of wanted to just take a screen of this type and put it into that machine. And
now, do you feel nervous taking apart your GBA Nintendo Edition SP?
Not really.
Okay.
No, we'll make it.
You be careful.
Yeah, I think we'll be careful enough. Might even shoot a video of doing it. Who knows?
All right.
Sounds like you're like swearing off of all responsibility of that. So here's another one that I picked up. This is
one of my favorites.
This was a new cart that was produced by Team Pixel Boy, and this is Joust for the ColecoVision, and it was done with a really nice box.
It's really nice.
Very typical of the Atari Soft style. It even has the Atari Soft credit on there. And also on the cover it says programmed by Mike Hendricks, completed by Mystery Man.
Ooh.
So as I understand it, this was a title. This was basically a ROM that was made at Atari Soft and was due to be released for the ColecoVision, and for whatever reason,
right around the crash time in 1980s.
Market forces prevented this one from coming out.
It was just one of many games in that era that just were in half completion. And
yeah, it was unfinished for the mostly finished, but didn't have any sound originally. That was one of the things they did finish for this game. And so this was finished at I think it was released at the show, and I think there's also going to be some available directly from their website. I think there's only 200 of these made though.
Yeah, that's what they said.
So this is also another nice addition to the homebrew library.
I played that and it's really good. So if anyone has any doubts about picking that up, it's a good version of Joust. I still prefer the arcade, but
right. Now another thing that I had to accomplish at CGE was I had a mission that was to get an upgraded Harmony card, and this was not available at any vendor. This was available directly from one of the attendees at CGE. So I had to identify and locate the person offering the upgraded Harmony carts for the 2600. This is known as the Atari Harmony Card Encore. This is an upgraded version with additional memory and capacity to run. Just the latest and greatest,
Because a lot of the newer homebrews that are really pushing the Atari to the limits are using a higher higher kilobytes.
Yeah, I've seen up to 32K, I think. So
previous flash cards were not able to run some of those newer homebrew games.
Yeah, it looks mostly the same label. Maybe a slight difference there on the edge where the SD slot and the USB port are.
Pretty cool.
But yeah, pretty nice. This was swapped 2 of these for a small fee. And the big item that I picked up, I guess the biggest item, is one of these Intellivision flashbacks.
This was pretty nice. This has a good story too.
Yeah, I mean, so pretty much this cover here that you see is a special sleeve that was being sold for the flashback. And this is this is considered a limited edition, numbered, and it's numbered on the back. This is number 96 of 200.
Wow. The first 100.
Yeah, so among the first 100. So here we've got some more screenshots and then some pictures of the Blue Sky Rangers. Intellivision programming crew, and a lot of them were present at the show, so a lot of them were able to sign and personalize this particular box. So we've got a little cartoon here from Keith Robinson and a whole bunch of the other guys that were present. Dave Warhol.
So basically they were selling the flashback, and if you bought the flashback, you get the sleeve.
I think it was the other way around.
Oh, so you buy the sleeve and you get the flashback for free.
I think that's the deal that they kind of made.
So if you had the flashback already, you now have 2 of them, because you couldn't buy it without the sleeve, without the flashback.
Right.
So you got this cool sleeve. That's the flashback without the sleeve.
This is the normal retail box for the...
This is available now. You can go to the store and get it.
A bunch of
it's actually really good.
Box covers
we
here on
played
the
it
back.
at the show.
Yeah. And this is the sleeve that goes around it.
Special sleeve. Autograph signed by... So that day we went, and I don't know if those guys were there all weekend, but a lot of the Blue Rangers were there. I don't know if they were there the first day, and they were more than willing to sign your flashback that you were buying.
Yeah, they were happy to see people still enjoying their games and talking about them and giving stories about what it was like in those days.
Yeah.
At Mattel.
It was nice.
But yeah, definitely a good opportunity. I mean, I meant to pick up one of these anyway, and I figured an extra $20 for an autographed sleeve. All right, fine. Why not?
Sure. Why not?
I think my final item is the CGE 2012 t-shirt. So this was the logo that was cooked up for this year's show.
Yeah.
And the back had some nice
that was cool.
retro pixel graphics. A lot of recognizable characters here.
Yeah, definitely.
So this was also the subject of a little contest at the show.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there was like a little questionnaire to fill out to see if you could identify all the characters and graphics and objects in this,
so there was
this image.
A form to fill out. You had to try to name all the characters, and surprisingly, even by Saturday, which was the second day, no one filled it out according to them. So of course I did it, and it was pretty easy, I guess.
I filled it out also.
There was like one tricky character. I wasn't sure what because you had to know the name of the guy. So like the Intellivision Running Man. You know, I didn't really know, like, does that guy have a name? Or
as long as you can make the reference, I think you're safe.
Yeah, maybe. But in any event, we did not win.
As far as I know, I didn't hear back any winners.
I don't know. I don't know if they picked anybody, but we should probably look into that. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm curious too. But that's it.
But I kind of wish the shirts came in like women's sizes, or
it's kind of a boxy cut.
It's kind of, and you know what it is, that those large shirts are cut really big. So like I would like to buy it, but I won't be able to wear it. It'll just be too big on me.
Yeah, even this is a large. I mean, and it's pretty.
That was kind of a bummer a little bit, but well, life goes on.
Yeah, well, it depends if you liked it enough to get one.
Well, sometimes I like getting these, something to remember by, you know, these
souvenir
little shirts. Yeah. I mean, they gave out the programs for the event. I don't know if I showed it, but this was like the poster, and everyone who walked in got one of these. And it's a little booklet on the panels and some of the vendors that are there. Nothing special. It has an interview with Tim Boxall from Retro Magazine.
Not bad.
All right, what else do you have?
That's it for me.
That's it?
That's it. I'm sorry.
Thought you were going to have more. Well, compared to our past...
We said money was not an object.
Compared to our previous like convention goings, usually I'm the one who has things and you come up empty-handed, so...
Yeah, it depends.
I guess. All right.
So that's that. It. Yeah. So we'll think of other things to shoot videos for, but since this was a visual thing, we wanted to kind of put it in front of the camera.
This is just an extra video to support our podcast. You know, it helps to visualize things when you talk about things on a podcast. You know, it's hard to show boxes of pictures, and just makes a little bit more sense. So hopefully we'll do more of these, and I hope you like our new setup. This is not my first choice, but this is a temporary sort of Brooklyn Bytes for now. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna do more videos soon, I think.
Yeah.
Any parting words?
Just look for us on iTunes. Check us out on our homepage.
Facebook, Brooklyn Bytes.
We'll put links in.
We're on YouTube.
In the description for
iTunes and WordPress. Just do a search. You guys are smart. You can figure it out.
We'll put it in the description for the video.
Okay, sure. Sure, I'll do it. Why not?
All right, thanks for checking it out.
All right, thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye.